Hi, Sam Tolbert, Sound of Joy Music Services, and we're doing a quick Organomics shed. For the musicians who are transitioning to the organ, it is just like playing the piano plus. And by the plus is that you now have the ability to manipulate the sound, the volume, without going through so much hard work. The organ is still a musical instrument. You're in the key of D flat, and we're doing Where Would I Be? That'll be you may call it the actual shed lesson. Looking at the major scale, and I realize there are some who will have conversations that learning the major scale is secondary to being able to play chords, but you have to question whoever says that, and I'll stand on this. Where are chords coming from? Coming from the scales. So the more scales you know, the more chords you will be able to form. The number system is built on the major scale. Now, being able to manipulate it is what the technique of practicing, the concept of practicing is about. How are you going to manipulate those scale notes, provided that you know where they exist. So where would I be if it had not been on the Lord on my side? I'm not going to sing. Tell me, where would I be? Where would I be? Scales. Build a chord. The 1, 2, 3 with a flat 7. 5 to turn, 1, 4, sharp 4 or diminished chord, 5. Now you want a passing tone to get to the 6, 7, 3, 6, flat 6. Tell me where, back to the 5. Stay in the 5. Now some like to do the chromatic walk up, which does another scale. Still in the 5. Now your chords, you're still in the 5, but look at all these chords. My point of view, I became much more proficient on the organ when I understood the relationship scales have with melody, notes, and chords, and then learned how to manipulate them. That is what practice is for. With a beat. And you get this from the piano, the pop. All these notes that I am playing, they're all the techniques learned from the piano first. So if you're coming to the organ without bypassing the piano, you're going to miss out on a lot of technique that you use on the piano. Again, the piano is an instrument that requires you to strike it for a sound. The organ, you're not pretty much striking it, you're just playing a note. No matter how hard I hit this note, it's always going to be that same volume. Where on the piano, the volume changes. I always like to demonstrate this. There we go. I would like to demonstrate that. So what you want to do when you're on the organ, you can't think like a piano player, but you still have to think like a musician. Where are your notes? And the more scales you will know that this entire chord is built on a scale. Built on a scale. Built off of a scale. Holding one note. Piano can't do this. To the point. Drop two. That's what you learn on the piano. The different chord names, the different passage names, the different chord progressions. The 5, 1, 4. Let me see. This would be sharp 4, 7, 3, flat 7, flat 6, 5 in the key of D flat. Every time I change the key with a different chord, it's a different chord name in a different key. But we're trying to stay in the key of D flat. So if I wanted to go get our rhythm in there and think 2, 5, stay in the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, sharp 1, 2, the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 5, 1, 5, 3, 6, 3, 6, 7, 1, 2, doing it to the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 5, 1, 4, sharp 4, 5, 3, 6, flat 6, 5, 2, flat 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, sharp 1, 2. I'm gonna stay in the 5. Stay in the 5. Look like I'm doing the 5. The 1, 5, 1, 3, 6, 7, 1, 2, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 5, 1, walking up to the 4, sharp 4. Too much many numbers to think about. Yes, what happens in my head is I don't think numbers, I think chords, scales, progressions. Where am I going musically, which is the melody? Then what chords do I want to accompany either before, during, or while the melody is playing until I get to the next melody change? How many chords do I want to put to support that path? Do I want to start in a minor? Do I want to start in a major with 6? Do I want to start with a 2? All these chords will support that melody. These chords are learned from practicing scales. 7, 3. We'll change our 6 to a F. Flat 6, 5. That's what I wanted to do. And this is the advantages that the organists have. They can hold their notes. And adjust notes. Sam Tolbert, Sound of Joy, Music Services.